I said, hey, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee. Hey, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee. Hey, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee. Let me just sing. Hey, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, hey, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh. Oh, baby. All right. What am I meant to? I'm sure our listening audience won't mind. Woo! You gotta turn your back. You're doing something indiscreet for the ladies. You know why in the South we have ABC stores, not liquor stores? And why we serve it in a brown paper bag? That's so as not to defend the delicate sensibilities of our local Southern belles. That law is still on the books, and that's why you go to the Red Dot store and the ABC store and not the liquor store. Lips that touch liquor shall never touch mine. All right. What are we doing? Speaking of, so we signed up for Facebook dating as a lark just to prove how unlucky and unlovable we are. That backfired, of course. Like we're getting bombarded, and there is some school mom out there. I'm trying to drive her away. Fly, butterfly, fly. She's like, oh, you don't understand, I'm like, look, I'm damaged goods. She's like, no, we're all. I'm like, not that she ain't probably great, but like, look, you get it or no? All right. So anyway, what are we on about tonight? Oh, we owed somebody a story. And story time for one, a story time for all. Now, this is a friend of mine. She was like, yeah, I just got back from Lizard's Thicket. Now, Lizard's Thicket is a local, like, country kitchen type buffet, fried chicken, collard green, local establishment. It's a minor chain restaurant. Like you know how they're making a big stink about Cracker Barrel. It's like a low rent Cracker Barrel. It's like a ghetto Cracker Barrel. Like the same way you guys are fascinated with Waffle House. Down here in the PD, we got Huddle House. Waffle House might be Shaolin, but Huddle House is Wu-Tang. All right. Anyway, so like my friend, she's great. But she was like, oh, I ate too much. I went to Lizard Stick and I bombed out. I was like, oh, I took a prostitute to Lizard Sticket. Now, you can't just end on that. You got to come back with a story. Okay. Now, my first story is check out this little light up speaker and this Ultraman Hayata Beta capsule, microphone, $10. If I can get it going. Yeah, check it out, man. $10. Hold on. I might turn the speaker right way. If we can. I can't do the Serena microphone flip. Oh yeah, we can. Anyway, yes, let's dance around the subject. We took a prostitute to Lizard's Thicket. Here's my story. All right. Um, sad. I just took my mother off life support. I was going a little bit crazy. I got her insurance money, which insured me all the drugs and bad company that I could hook for. Now, anyway, it was Hunter Thompson just died. Gonzo, right? The great writer, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, So, like, that took a toll on me as well as, the previous tragedy that I had to. And then, a good buddy showed up and he was like, hey, man, I've got this crazy brown liquid. I don't know what kind of drug it was. It was like in one of those old school, like back in the 60s brown pharmacy bottles with the white top, and there was only like this much in there. It's like, oh man, this is great stuff. Let's go to Columbia, let's go out. So anyway, I rented a room, all that stuff, like we did a little bit of the stuff, right? I don't know what the fuck was in there, but it was too much for me and it was too much for him. you know Swamp Thing, Teal's Mill, fucking backwoods boogie, Molly Hatchet motherfucker that he was. So he had to go. He was having a freak out. I said, look, man, I had some money. So I said, I'll get you a cab. It'll get you all the way back. I mean, this cab ride must have cost me $200. So here I am, alone, in a hotel room, 200 miles from home, abandoned on some weird fucking drug that he left me the rest of it. I don't know what. So of course I started nipping it. So I was like, what am I going to do? I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what year it was. I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew where I was at, but I couldn't find my way out of there. I knew there was a lizard sticking across the street, and I knew I had a phone book. So I said, fuck it. I need some company. So I dialed, what does a young man, what do you do for company? I don't know. I mean, this is pre-internet. So I figured out male companionship. So I got the girl over here and I was like, oh my God, thank God you're here. And I was like, okay. So I took her shopping, I took her to the dollar store. I was like, oh yeah, Pisces, we're providers. I'm supposed to be like slamming the hammer down. I guess that's what it was. So like, I took her shopping, I got her life story, like how she was like oh my God, how she was like in this interracial marriage and like how like, she would raise these Dobermans and the local law got after her and that's kind of the same thing happened to me and like all this other shit and like fucking we're getting around. Oh, and so I was like, well, I'm hungry, you hungry? And so I take her to Lizard's Thicket. I'm turning into a date, because I'm for one, I'm sapiosexual. That means I'm drawn to I'm drawn to intelligence. Can't tell this by my fucking the grandiose vocabulary. Anyway, so also I have to know you, man. I gotta know you just a little bit. So like anyway, and anyway, I wasn't about all that. I just was freaking out because I got left alone. So anyway, she's like her pimp, handler or whatever you want to call manager started calling her like she's like, oh man, so anyway, like I bought a pack of playing cards. I was like, all right, strip poker. I let her beat me at strip poker. I can handle a deck of cards. Anyway, so like her pimp started calling. I was like, fuck it. And so to make sure I got my $20 worth, I was like, all right, fuck it. Give me a hand job. And so that went about 2 or 3 minutes. I said, you know what, get gone. Because I wanted a story to carry back to the boys, and you know what? There it is. Yeah, okay. I took a prostitute out to dinner at Lizard's Thicket, and you know what? These people are people. Sex work is real work. Don't demean these people. Here's another thing that I'm going to give you for free. I didn't know it was going to go here, but here it was. The ex-wife left, right? I didn't know we were going to go here, but here we are, inevitably. And I had a 45 caliber, in one hand, and a telephone in the other. All right. And I called up the suicide hotline. And because I was raised to be very stoic, very Vulcan, very Spockish, like you weren't allowed to show any emotion or write anywhere, which is probably why I, gravitated toward self-medication. You'll take any medicine that works. And a lot of medicine works until it doesn't. Anyway, so where was I? Hold on, wait. I just forgot it. I have more stories as far as that's concerned. You know what? So I'm going to leave it at that. And that's probably a good place to leave it. Else, he who tells the stories rules the world. And I about turned that world upside down right about now. Because I about gave away chapter 2. This story wasn't for you anyway. This is a personal cut because I owed it to a friend of mine. But damn it! I wish I could remember that. As soon as I click off, I'll remember. What I am not going to forget though is for me to tell you guys, be good to each other and be doing all right. Yeah, this Queen movie sucks.